Welcome, Pastor Media. Welcome to another beautiful day here in Chiang Mai. We are currently having our term break. This season, I have picked this destination because there was an event, Hot Air Balloon Festival, that transpired a few days ago in Chiang Rai, which is also in this region. And I have never been into this balloon fiesta. They call it Balloon Fiesta. And so I decided to pick this destination because I really wanted to witness this balloon fiesta, and I've heard a lot of beautiful reviews about this beautiful balloon fiesta, and I've seen a couple of videos online, and it's just stunning. Hot air balloons were installed primarily down pretty close to the lake, and that alone is just stunning, and more so when you see them in the air. And there were also a couple of videos that showcase the hot air balloon right on top of of the lake, and it's just so stunning between these two landscape. And the venue is actually in Singha Park, and Singha Park is a huge property owned by Singha Company, and it's filled with nature. That includes the tea plantation, like mini forest, and the landscape is just so stunning. So if you combine all this in one venue, you have this hot air balloon running up in the air, and all this beautiful nature surrounding it. It's just so stunning. So that was the ultimate reason why I have picked this destination for this season, because of this really beautiful experience that I can have for this season. So I did not really make any mistakes with my decision this season, because a few days ago when I have attended this balloon season, it was just really an unforgettable experience. I did attend the balloon festival only for one day, and there was an entrance fee of 300, which is really worth it. It doesn't come with anything like a drinks or any freebies for that matter. You get to enjoy really a lot of activities inside the festival itself. There's a lot of activities that were prepared for the tourists and locals inside the event place. There are tons of food stalls that were installed way ahead of time, just before this event kicked off. It's actually a 5-day event, and they started from 13th to all the way to the 17th day. And so going back to the activities that I have mentioned, there were usual activities that you can find inside this event hall. These are regular activities such as bike rentals. There are also cafes if you want to just enjoy the ambience and chill inside the property while waiting for the event, because this is what I did. I went ahead of time. The event kicked off around 3 p.m, but I was there around like 1 o'clock, but I was somewhere else. I was in a restaurant. Yeah, also there are restaurants around the property where you can also enjoy the Thai cuisine. And what else? There's a cable activities for the locals and tourists if you wish to have a cable ride. There was a concert, yep. And along with the balloon festival, it's not just about the hot air balloon festivity. And by the way, there were 13 participating countries and during this event. So moving on, there were concerts that were put up every single night. So I was there during the 16th, second to the last day of the hot air balloon festival, and there were series of concerts. It's not just a one concert, but I'm referring to concerts. There were about 5 or 6 known local artists from Thailand who were scheduled to present a performance, and I was very pleased by the performances that were rendered by the artists. I mean, the second to the last one performance was called Thai Time, and I'm a fan of an R&B music, and the lineup of his music was basically R&B music, so I loved it. I'm not saying the others were not really good, they're also beautiful, but it's just the one that caught my attention was the R&B music, and I was very pleased to really stay put in the concert while enjoying the ambience of the people around, the festivity. That gave that festivity vibe. I mean, people just enjoying eating together, and it's not just for family, for couples, for solo flights, but it's really for everybody. And of course, the highlight, the hot air balloon presentation was just stunning. Really, just sitting by the lake and witness the presentation of these 13 participating countries, showcasing the balloon. So, done with my backtrack history. So we're currently here at the Royal Pavilion. So for today's video, we're here to check this out, this Royal Rajapruek Park. This was built in honor of King Bhumibol. So this project is really a huge project. It's a big property as well, and I haven't read any single details about this, only a couple, and I haven't even looked at the brochure that was given to me here. So the first one that we're going to visit, just right behind me, is what we call the Royal Pavilion. And according to the details way here, the Royal project was actually under the management of the Research and Development Institute, public organization. The essence of this project is actually to promote a sustainable highland development. So this is the main reason why this project was being put up. And I thought when I first came inside this property, this one is a temple, but this is actually a pavilion that sort of really replicate the temple. All right, so much of talking, we need to go inside. By the way, my vlogging setup today is not really in a good setup. I have completely forgotten my tripod that is really meant for this vlogging setup. So what I'm currently using now, I mean, it is working properly, but it's just I'm not very pleased with this because it's not as flexible as I thought. Because this is really meant for Sony camera, and I've been using this tripod for my 7AC, a newly purchased full frame camera, and I'm very pleased with it, but because it is mainly for 7AC camera, not for this action camera. So anyway, so I thought that I brought my tripod, my regular tripod, where I have also set up other small adapters, mounting adapters, to accommodate some accessories that I usually bring when I take some video shots with my action camera, such as the LED light, the receiver or transmitter. So I need those mounting adapters where I can mount multiple accessories for this action camera, but apparently I don't have. Good thing, in my action camera cage there's one mounting spot where I can put the receiver, so good thing it worked today. But anyway, I'm still not pleased. It's not really meant for this setup, so I really have to be careful and make sure that the receiver doesn't fall off, otherwise this will damage the receiver. Not with my the transmitter, not with my receiver, because it's hooked over here with the microphone. So I'm just trying to be very careful because a lot of things can be damaged without really taking care of it. So we're here and we're enjoying, and I'm gonna see you in a while. I just need to enjoy the rest of this pavilion because I have been talking already for a couple of minutes. All right, see you. We just finished our tour inside the pavilion, and we're currently here in front of this beautiful pavilion. So I decided to actually step out from the pavilion to see the stunning pavilion from afar. So there are a couple of really places that we can really visit over here, such as there's a section that showcases exhibitions. There's also the nature learning park, and then the Royal Project Kitchen. So they're basically divided into 3 sections. So and there are tons of really places to go inside this Royal Park. So let's take it easy and let's do it one by one so we don't really get overwhelmed. And it's getting hot inside this vicinity. So anyway, just before I'm gonna leave this first section of our trip, I'm gonna showcase. Let's move towards the pretty close to the pavilion, not super close, just to give you a glimpse of this lovely and stunning pavilion from this perspective. All right, so we're heading to the next destination, which is, I'm not really sure. I haven't decided actually yet. The next one listed over here, it says the Orchid Pavilion. So I'm not sure if it's pretty close here, because the brochure says just beside this pavilion there is an orchid pavilion too. So I'm not sure if this is pretty close to the pavilion. Anyway, so we'll try to grab a car so we can go to station 6. Alright, see you in a while. Bye. Welcome back. We just hopped on the minibus and we're heading to station number 6. And we don't know yet how close station 6 is over here. I have to check every single station, and I couldn't actually see the number posted in each of the stations. But we'll try to check this out. Maybe I have just missed some of the details because I wasn't really paying attention. I was standing behind and I couldn't see the station number. So we're hoping, and it's pretty convenient to actually take the minibus inside this property, because the property is really big and huge, and currently this minibus is really packed with many tourists, and surprisingly not just property, since this is day 2, my day 2 here in Chiang Mai since day 1, I've been noticing a lot of tourists flocking in Chiang Mai, especially this season. I guess because of the cooler temperature. Some are getting very scorching hot. Last summer I was here to spend just 1 week, and it was so hot. I mean, aside from the fact that the global warming is contributing to it. Anyway, we're here to enjoy our trip in this beautiful Rajapruek. Alright, see you in a while, and let's explore Station 6. Bye! Welcome back. We're here at Shaded Paradise, and let's check out which station is this, because I'm not really sure. When I check out the brochure earlier, I wasn't paying attention. So Shaded Paradise is actually Station 2. Well, not a bad thing. That wasn't really the station that I'm actually wishing to visit, but why not? Let's explore while we are here. All right. So this is the entrance, the main entrance of the Station 2. It's basically an orchid sort of pavilion, and there's also a skywalk inside this vicinity. All right, let's go. Okay, the question is, where do we start if we want to take the skywalk? This is a long stretch skywalk. Interesting. Okay, that's the nice thing about being spontaneous, really, because we don't know what's next. And we're seeing beautiful surprises. I'm loving this. It's filled with nature. I am a nature person, a nature lover, and that's the reason why I spend a lot of time going around, gardens, mountains, lakes, name it, anything that's related to nature. I'm really up for that kind of activity. Welcome back. So we just finished the skywalk. So we're currently here in the mini lavender plantation. Look, This area is filled with lavender flower, and yeah, I just thought of showing it to you. This area reminded me of BA in Japan. Last year I had a chance to visit BA. I forgot the name of the flower plantation, but it's really filled with just lush lavender. I think this is really nice to visit early in the morning because now it's getting really warm, hot. It's not that super warm like what we experienced back in summer, but yeah, it can be really hot. And so yeah, that's just a suggestion. Do it early in the morning if you can do it. So anyway, at any rate, we're really enjoying our time here. Very quiet. There's a lot of tourists as well, but I just picked some areas where I don't see much of the tourists. Let's have a quick chill in here so we can just enjoy our time here. It smells so good. Lavender smells so good in the morning. Not many. It's not just in the morning. I mean, it can last like really longer. But no, what I'm smelling right now is just so good, fresh. All right, on to our next destination. We will definitely visit the station 6. That's what I have actually been meaning to visit, because this is station 2. I did stop by because I thought there's a lot of things to see in here, which is true. There are a lot of still things that I needed to show it to you, and this is one of the many. Okay, next we will go to the exit to grab our minibus. By the way, the minibuses that goes around the property are free, so you're free to ride, and that makes your travel inside the vicinity more easier if you don't wish to walk. I mean, walking, if you are into that, it's really fine, but at this point of time, it's a bit warm, so I'd rather take the minibus. So, and we can also maximize our time around this vicinity. The more we stay longer, the warmer temperature it gets. So we'll try to get rid of that very warm temperature. Where is the exit? Just a quick update. I was vlogging a couple of minutes ago and I wanted to figure out that the receiver and the transmitter were not on, so now I needed to redo. Earlier I showed this beautiful replica of the Wat Chiang Tong in Laos. So check this out, just behind me. This is the mini version of the Wat Chiang Tong. If you've been to Laos and you get to visit this temple, this is one of the must-visit temples in Laos. I'm not sure if this is the one in Luang Prabang or in Vientiane. I've been into this temple, but I wasn't really paying attention if it was in Luang Prabang. But from what I remember, it's in Luang Prabang, but I'm not really sure. But anyway, at any rate, we're just here to actually show this mini version of the Wat Chiang Tong, one of the many temples in Laos, famous temples in Laos. So what we're seeing now is actually a mini version, a replica. This entire stretch of the road is actually showcasing the landmarks from all over around the world, and I would say some places are majority from Southeast Asia and Asia, as I came to traverse the area because I just had my lunch earlier. So yep, and I've seen a couple of replicas, but tiny replicas of the landmarks from all over Southeast Asia and Asia. So earlier I went inside this mini temple and I did vlog, talk a couple of things, but only to figure out that the receiver and the receiver's transmitters were not on. So Anyway, this is enough, really. Just showing you the replica of what Shentong is really enough. And I'm not gonna go inside anymore because that's gonna take so much time for me to tie my shoelaces and untie my shoelaces. All right, see you in my next destination. The weather is a bit warm. It gets warmer as we peak 2 p.m. All right, let's move to our next destination. Let's go all the way to this side so we can at least just pick a couple of the iconic landmarks from Southeast Asia and Asia. All right, see you in a while. Bye. We are pretty close to this one of the many landmarks that were put in here. This is India, representing India. So comment down below or message me if you happen to know this landmark. So moving towards the other landmark, this is Nepal. Let's go. Welcome to the famous landmark of Nepal. So let me check. There are actually infos just beside the landmarks. So this is a Buddhist landmark in Nepal. It's called Lumbini Vana. Let's go inside. What can we really find in Lumbini landmark? Oh, so if you happen to recognize this, comment down below. Interesting. I've never been to Nepal, so maybe one of these days we get to visit Nepal and check out the real one. All right, that's it for this Buddhist landmark representing Nepal. All right, see you in a while. Let's move to another destination. Welcome back. Welcome to our third destination. Maybe this is going to be our last destination because it's really hot. So welcome to the Bhutan boundary wall. Look at this one. We're going inside. So just a couple of remarks about Bhutan. Bhutan is really known for their economy measured as like happiness. Just to make some sort of connections, we are currently here in this boundary wall. We'll check out this mini version of the boundary wall. Bhutan is also one of my favorite places to really visit, but I haven't been there yet. It's kind of expensive to travel going to Bhutan because of the nature of the tourism. So they only allow organized or group tour, and if you wish to do some like solo backpacking, you have to coordinate with the tourism department because that's how it works in the country. And this country is really peaceful, and they're really known for that around the world, not just in Asia. So much of that remarks. Let's go inside and check out this Bhutan wall. So we got some information over here. So welcome to the garden gate and boundary wall. This is the garden gate and boundary wall. Check this out. Beautiful. See the mini bridge over there behind me? Check this out. Very royalty. In the mini pavilion, check that out. Check this out. Lovely. The color combination is just so vibrant, yet very elegant. Wow. Check this out. Beautiful. Check this mini garden. Okay, that's it for our quick visit here. Come back. That's it for our trip here in Rajapruek Park, and I really had a great time. I started at 10 a.m. in the morning and just finished nearly 3 o'clock now. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. So we're heading back to the old town to grab some rest because I'm really tired. I think it's the warm weather that, makes me really sleepy. And plus the fact that I had a heavy lunch. All right, so our task today is to just book for a grab heading to the old town. And that's it, and see you in my next destination. Bye.